Yo, yo, yo. How y'all doing out there? Hopefully everybody's smooth. If you ain't smooth, get smooth. Get your drink, get your smoke, whatever you do. We about to net surf. We freestyling today. Okay? Where we gonna start? Okay? I see where we gonna start. Where we gonna end, I have no idea. Where we going, I have no idea. Let's just rock together. Okay? I'm glad y'all with me. Glad anybody, let's rock.
You may recognize her from your social media feed. One character at Disneyland going viral over and over again with millions of views on clips from park-goer encounters. And we're not talking about Belle or Moana or Elsa or really even a princess at all, but the evil queen from Snow White. She became a social media sensation for her improvised comebacks, her witty takedowns, people going to the parks just to try to film a viral clip. Some even trying to find out her real identity, but many were shocked to learn the evil queen was recently fired by Disney. And she's finally able to come forward and reveal who she really is. So we are so happy to welcome in the former evil queen herself, Sabrina von Bogenberg, or Sabrina von B. Welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time tonight.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Natasha. It is truly an honor to get to talk to you and as myself.
Yeah, as yourself. And first of all, you went repeatedly viral over and over again for these witty, hilarious comebacks with guests. I believe someone said that they were told they looked like you, and you instantly replied, they lied. What did it feel like to see these interactions garner millions of views?
It really feels surreal, and I'm just very grateful that people love and find an evil character funny. That's been the most rewarding part, is just getting to make people love a character that they don't conventionally love, and seeing that just those moments that really just pop into my head, those really people resonate with those. It's so fun, and I honestly watch the videos myself for a good laugh sometimes.
I mean, I love this, that you wanted to put a spin on a character that wasn't so popular traditionally, and it must have been so gratifying when so many people's favorite character actually became the evil queen in the end. I have to ask, where did some of these comebacks come from? Where did they originate from? And do you have a favorite comeback from your time there?
Ooh, that's a good question. Okay, well, I'm a theater kid through and through. So theater and just being theatrical is always at the forefront of my performance. Oh my gosh, my favorite comeback. I do love no makeup, all natural. Classic. Snow White, and then I slapped a trash can and just went drive by a camera, trash. And of course, classic cut. People really love that.
Very good. I think that there's a La Reina, La Bruja interaction that will stay in my heart forever, personally. I was so shocked by this. Help me understand this, because you worked at Disney since you were 18 years old, and so many were so surprised to find out about you being fired. I mean, tell me more about that. What was the reason, and what did you feel in that moment?
You know what, Natasha? I'm gonna say I'm so honored for my time at Disney, and although this was an abrupt exit, not one that I expected myself, I will say that the virality and all the love from people and people wanting to come see me in the park, that, to my knowledge, really didn't play a role in this here.
You said it did, or it didn't play a role in this?
It did not.
Okay.
It did not.
Okay. A lot of people were wondering that. Did you just get too famous for this position? But you're saying that's not the case.
You know, if that is the case, they did not make that aware to me. Mm-hmm. But you know, sometimes we don't get the whole part of the story. I wish I really did. It came down to something I think a lot of people would be surprised about, really just something with breaking a rule, I would say, that really came down to it.
And what rule is that?
Well, I will say that there was a video that went pretty viral of when the villains were, well, not all villains, specifically the evil queen, was being taken out of the daily operation at Disneyland. We were made aware of this. Guests approached me after somehow being aware of it too, and a video of me just not really disclosing anything, but saying if guests want the evil queen around, go tell City Hall and make your voices known. And ultimately, that was a rule broken, according to the rat.
Hey, I really appreciate you saying this, I believe, for the first time, really coming clean and just telling us what actually happened there. Sabrina, with the very limited time we have, what can we expect next from you if people want to follow along and see you? I will mention that video we saw at the top of yours, 12 million views on TikTok. You're not doing so bad these days, Sabrina.
You already know what she's about to do. You already know. She's about to flood the internet with content. Okay? Disney, it sounds like to me Disney got a little jealous. Okay? And it happens. You know, companies, they big companies, and if you outdoing them and you're supposed to be, they see you as some small person or just an add-on. And here you are getting more publicity than, you know, you're getting more publicity, you're getting more love. They, you know, the people are coming to see just you. They're writing just you. And that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they're thinking, just work with me on this one, right? It's like they're thinking they're God. God, you know, he don't want no other gods beside him, right? So you're not supposed to be taking the praise, you know, to yourself when you do things as well. So he want all the praise. So you're supposed to give him all the praise. So it's like they want all the praise, you know? You're getting hits on your Instagram, they want the praise. They want you to maybe put up a poster of them or something, whatever it is. She didn't fall within their guidelines, or she was just too big for them. And she outgrew them. And it happens, that's okay. But it was dirty to fire her. That's dirty. You want to fire her because she is doing good. She's being noticed. She's being loved for what she do. She's supposed to be the evil queen or whoever she is, that evil person. Whoever she is, she's that evil person. Okay? She's been going viral for years, just to let you know. Okay? For doing what she do. It finally got to that point where Disney said, you know what? We're going to cut her and bring somebody else in. Or just get rid of the scene, period. That's what they do, man. It doesn't matter who you are, okay? It doesn't, okay? It matters if you can obey. It matters if you know what you should be doing. What you should be doing is glorifying them. That's what they feel. That's not what I feel. That's what they feel. They like gods out there, right? Big companies, the machine. So, if y'all looking for her, go check for her content. I'm sure she's gonna flood the Instagram and whatever's out there. TikTok, she's gonna be on it. So stay tuned to whatever she got going on. We're gonna move on to the next. Whatever I'm smoking is real nice. It got me in the mood to be real smooth with you guys. Rock with me, hold on.
To meet you.
All power to the people. Hello. You know, I've been watching these guys and I've been wondering, are they for real? You know, so yeah, I've been wondering, are they for real? Are these guys for real? The real Black Panthers? Like, we heard about the real Black Panthers. Everybody heard about the real Black Panthers. How they put in work. You know, they did the each one, teach one. You know, it's a beautiful work that they did. Are these guys tarnishing their work with their little antics that they're doing right now? You know, just peep what they're doing. Just peep what they're doing, and let's see if we can understand them. right? Because you can't just judge people. And I don't like to judge people straight off the book. You can't just read the book by its cover. You have to really dig into the book, pause. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna dig into this book and find out what these guys talk about.
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you.
All power to the people. Hello.
Hi, Julia.
All power
Nice
to
to meet
the
you.
people.
Power to the people. Skip.
Power to the people.
All power to the people.
Is it all ready if we come in?
Yeah. I'm Chairman Paul Burton from the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense.
Yeah. I'm Comrade Jazz. You can call me Skip. Of the Black Panther Party of Self-Defense.
We met the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense at their headquarters in Philadelphia.
Okay, what's in there?
AK-47 and the AR-12.
Their popularity has surged in recent weeks, especially following the death in Minneapolis of Renee Nicole Good, killed by an ICE officer.
They just killed that lady right there in that car, y'all.
This is my response to ICE right here. You know, the United States of America hates this gun. This is a Polish AK-47.
What's your message to ICE?
Fuck around and find out. Try doing that shit to me. See what happened.
Look around.
Now, there's no way you guys gonna tell me this don't look like a movie. This guy just got finished saying, tell him to try to do that to me. And he had a straight face. Now this guy is talking about look around with shades on. Like he from Star Trek. And he's looking crazy and he's talking to us. Let's hear what they gotta say. We're not judging nobody. At least not yet. Hold on.
Here. You know, the United States of America hates this gun. This is a Polish AK-47.
What's your message to ICE?
Fuck around and find out. Try doing that shit to me. See what happened.
Look around. Look what he doing to our peoples. No matter what your skin color, you're our peoples. And we're gonna stand right beside our peoples. Every means necessary. And that's what I mean. Black power. All power to the people.
The Black Panther Party for Self-Defense.
Let me tell you something. This sounds crazy. We're gonna stick with it. But it does sound crazy. Let's speed up just a little bit. Because right now they're trying to give us a little history on our history, right? Okay, so we're gonna skip past that.
We can walk in any hood at any given moment, anytime. They love us, literally.
So what's the plan now?
We're patrolling.
All right.
Watch the channel.
Like we said, in your hood, in a hood near you.
Listen, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You guys, it's your first day. So brothers is gonna make you into some lethal ass motherfucking revolutionaries. If you're scared of that, walk away. But if you're ready to step to that car, tired of the shit, and ready to actually do something about it, we're gonna chisel the fuck out of you.
With rising tension around ICE operations in Minneapolis, the Panthers have increased the number of patrols and intensified their recruitment. Their goal is to protect the community against all forms of police.
Yo, did y'all notice? Come on. The people that they're about to train, they just so happen to have on leather jackets. Everything is just looking Black Pantherish. I don't know. It's too much for me. I can't. The straight faces, the looking like they trying to hold in a smile. Yeah, that's what we just witnessed there, man. And they just, I don't like this, and I'm sure other people they do not like this. Now, let me check something, because I'm sure people are not letting this slide. Give me a second.
Chairs it got. It don't matter if it's a circular table, if it's a square table, or it's a rectangle. And what's funny is, ironically, it doesn't even have to have wheels. One thing them tables always will do is turn. And it looks like the tables have turned. on one week he was a Pyru, the next week he was the rapper, and now this week he was Black Panther Paul Birdsong, who I tried to give the benefit of the doubt. I tried to say, listen, I'll wait till more information comes out. I want to hear what he has to say about this new Black Panther Party for self-defense. Where did this come from? Where have y'all been all this time? Why do y'all just now pop up with these ICE protests and ICE terrorizing people in Minnesota when, you know, Black people have been protesting for years and years? You know, the new Black Panther Party, not the original Black Panther Party. And we did multiple videos reacting to content, reacting to people with information about Paul Birdsong's history, to Paul Birdsong himself defending himself. One of the videos he says that on such and such day at such and such time, he'll be in Philadelphia. Anybody that has questions can pull up. He also said that he was given a blessing by elders of the original Black Panther Party, as well as the person that designed the Black Panther logo, to use their name, image, and likeness. But now he's singing a different tune. Let's hear what brother Paul Birdsong, aka Pyru, has to say about this.
All power to the people. As everyone knows, I'm Paul Birdsong. I got a message from Aaron Dixon today saying that he no longer supports us. That after he gave me orders to make a video saying that him and other members were coming, that he withdrew his support. And that he said that this situation is unimportant to him, even though my comrades have risked their lives and spent thousands of hours of their time and dollars and life standing behind a cause, you know. He said he's going to make a statement saying no one has the right to call himself a Black Panther going forward. I told him to make sure that he put in that statement that he did in fact give us the right to call ourselves that, because I still have the messages where he did, just in case he doesn't. And I put in there also, make sure that you put in there that Emory Douglas did give us the right to wear that emblem, because I still have the messages where that happened too. But as it stands, because of that, because of me and my comrades risking our lives and all the heat that we went under, because of the counter-revolutionary practices, because we don't believe in Black nationalism, like Bobby Seale said in the video that I shared on my page earlier, that Black nationalism is acquiesced to racism, and that we don't stand like that we're internationalists and intercommunalists, just like Huey Newton said. We will no longer identify with this flag.
Now, real quick, I just want to give y'all background. So Aaron Dixon is the...
Now, that's the beginning of a fraud. Okay? Is he really a fraud? That's for you to decide. But for me, you're a fraud. Okay? You just was given the blessing, right? According to him, he was given the blessing. Okay, great. And now you don't have the blessing. So now we burning the flag, we stepping on it, we spitting on it, we walking on it, we doing all type of stuff, right? That's what we doing now. Okay. Safe to say, we can skip by these guys. You know what I'm saying? They definitely got more to prove to us that they are official. Because right now, we're not going to consider them official. We're going to consider them some people who are making good videos. They're probably ready for a whole movie. This seems like a rollout to me, you know, and if they put in another couple of months of this, it could be a great movie. A great movie. These guys all wearing black. They got the tough face. They got shades on. Some of them stuck to the regular hood shit, you know, they got the do-rag with the gold chain and everything. You know, the Jesus piece. You know how that go. Y'all know how it go. So we're gonna move on, because I'm not staying on this. This is just something, you know, I think everybody else needs to cover, because you know, they wanna, you know, like totally trash a person. I don't want to totally trash these guys. I want to give them some time. But to me, I think that they got a lot of holes in there. You know, they work. You know, they got a lot of like, you know, there's a lot of holes there. And then on top of that, they're not getting the same respect as the originals. you know. And if you're not getting the same respect as the originals, if you're not getting the blessings from the originals, can you be considered original? I don't know. Now, gang members, they can answer this much better. You know what I'm saying? Because I think you have to be original if you gangbang. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. That's some other shit. Let's check something else out. Let's go.
Panther. Now, see, a lot of people was in my comments on me talking about it would take a black man to go after another black man. I'm like, y'all need to quit believing this bullshit. Everybody that jumps on the internet ain't real. These people are doing this for content. Now, this Paul Birdsong dude I told y'all, he was a fake ass rapper. And now he running around calling himself a Black Panther. The Black Panthers put out a statement saying we are not affiliated with that dude. We don't condone nothing he's saying. We're not affiliated with him. This dude, Paul Birdsong, started this back in 2020, and he calls himself the Black Panther Party for Self-Protection or Self-Defense. That's the whole name of his party, the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. It's not the Black Panthers, and it's not the Black Panther Party. That's a whole nother organization. That's the organization we know about that started a long time ago, the Black Panther Party, the Black Panthers. That's long. He is the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. And he claims that the people from the Black Panther Party met up with him, called him in order to start this group. That's what he's claiming. Nobody can confirm that. The Black Panthers don't even want to confirm that. Yet, I told people, this dude has been doing cosplay. He's been a fake ass rapper. He was a fake ass Pyru Blood up in Michigan. He goes around doing all this fake shit, making people believe he's something that he's not. He's got a personality disorder, probably. So I got clips in this right here, clips proving what I'm telling y'all and what I've been saying is true. I found the clips, and I'm gonna post an actual full video for this dude down in the video description. So if y'all wanna watch his whole take on it, watch his whole take on it. He even ate this dude up. So don't try to say, oh, we see you, you just another black YouTuber trying to divide the black community. No, I just call out bullshit where I see it. And sorry if you take a short bus, but I'm not no short bus motherfucker. I don't ride on a short bus. If you slow, you slow. I know fake shit when I see it. The Black Panthers do not talk like how that dude was talking. He was talking like he was some kind of thug in cosplay, and that's exactly what he was.
Won't no ICE agent ever run up on me. I guarantee you they won't. I'll put a hole in their chest the size of a window. Safe line repair, safe line replace. That's what's gonna happen. They touch me. Unarmed woman was killed by ICE. If you think you're about to come and brutalize the people while we're standing here, fuck around and find out. Our interactions with the police and ICE, and we hold them accountable. We hold them accountable. The Black Panther Party for Self-Defense, we're the same Panther Party from back in the day, but we're a little more aggressive now, you dig? Carry bigger guns and we don't take no shit.
Remember, he called himself the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. You gotta hear it, go here. There was a reason why he said that, because he is not allowed to call himself the Black Panther Party. He knows what he's doing.
I wanted to see, was Paul Birdsong a blood?
Now this is Moorish World TV. I will put his link and everything in the description below. You gotta hear this guy's whole take on it. I didn't play his whole take, but he really hit a lot of points.
I don't need a lot of points. This guy just did the whole Uncle Murder wrap up on this. Done. If you want to go dig into it further, you want to fucking humiliate the guy, you want to put his name further under the dirt, you want to put him under the bus along with the grave on top, tombstones, with pillowcases, great. No, I'm not doing that. Like I said, they've still got time to prove themselves. If they go out there and they kill a few, you know what? No. They got time to prove themselves. They got time to prove themselves. We're gonna give them that time. While we give them that time, we're gonna move on to something else. How's that? All right, let's go.
I like her. Please.
I like him too. One thing I like about him, he keeps it real, just like Grandma. I appreciate that because I can trust him because he tells exactly how he feels and what he thinks. Thank God for this president. I am filled, my cup runneth over. Because he allowed his constituents, his people to come to my house to interview me, to talk about the murder of my grandson. It seemed like nobody cared. I'm an advocate for murder. I marched, I rallied, I pulled out other families in the District of Columbia that had murders and did not have answers. Ooh. We marched and we rallied, and nobody heard me, Democrats. Get mad at me. Until this Republican sent his constituents, his people out there to interview me in my home. Have you ever heard of a thing? Then they invited me twice before Congress to testify for the beautiful bill that's gonna change crime in the district. If you kill somebody, okay, you take a life, you do life. Just that simple. If you do a harsh crime, you do harsh time. Just that simple. And then we need National Guard, and which we did years ago. He brought it on. I love him. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say about that racist stuff. And don't be looking at me on the news, hating on me because I'm standing up for somebody that deserves to be standing up for. Get off the man's back. Let him do his job.
If y'all never heard a woman talk from her heart, there you have it. You heard what she said? Get off this man's back. Let him do his job. He sent these people to my house to interview me when nobody cared. If you take a life, you do a life. He's making it happen. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say about me. I don't care what you put about me in the newspapers. I don't want to hear this racism shit. You hear her? If she's black, was she paid to say all that? I don't know. Did he whisper in her ear, give her a little blessing on the side? No, nothing sexual. No, we ain't talking about that. We talking about, you know, tell him he gonna do this. Look, you ain't gotta worry about this no more. I got this for you. You ain't gotta worry about that no more. I got that for you. Okay? What did he do to get her to be so passionate up there? And look at his face. He's happy. He's happy. Look at Trump. This is amazing. This is beautiful that she can express herself like that. But if there's a reason behind it, it tears everything down. You know, I agree with anybody who have a good thought. Now, she's saying Trump is a good man, and you got other people saying Trump is a piece of shit. You know, I'm listening to everybody. You know, I'm listening to everybody. My thought on Trump, it's a little different. I think he's a businessman. I think he about his money. I seen The Apprentice. Okay? I'm sorry. I seen The Apprentice. I loved it. You know? And I heard, I could be wrong, but I heard, you know, he threw a little bit of money under the table when it came down to the Black Panther Party, which we just watched. We ain't talking about these new dudes. We talking about the old dudes. You see how, y'all see how everything just linked up? That was beautiful. I'm not gonna watch this no longer. Trump won this one. If you think he's a piece of crap, you got a lot of slander to say, you got a lot of work to do. Because he's winning right now, okay? He's winning, all right? I hate to say it, but he's winning. Let's keep it going.
To come in here and get these illegals. Yeah, you can smile. We're in $1 billion deficit. And you spent half of our money, half of that on illegals. You campaign and double down that you would not raise property taxes.
I won't raise your property taxes.
You wanted to raise our taxes $300 million. They shut it down. Now we back here for $150 million. Okay. See, this is what we asking now. Since you want to crash out, some of y'all say y'all willing to go to jail for it. Trump, Tom Homan, make an example out this Negro right here first. Please come here first, because you know what? We're going to help you. We want to forensic.
Ma'am, I would ask that you
keep
your, hold on a second. Stop her time. Stop her time. Just a second. Stop her time. Ma'am, I would ask that you, if you want to continue speaking, you have to make sure that your language is appropriate.
You see, she's passionate about what she's saying.
Okay, you can begin her time again.
You gonna spend our tax dollars to go, Michael Rodriguez, you said to take Trump to court.
Let's start her time again.
That's cool, because we about to make all of y'all aldermen famous. Y'all think this ass gonna ride? I think not.
We about to make all y'all famous.
We not playing.
You hear her? That's how Chicago roll. Listen.
You got Cash Patel and Pam Bundy that you're gonna have to deal with sooner than later. Then it's gonna be an audit. Next, it's gonna be an investigation. Then it's gonna be an indictment. Provision.
Look, they not playing with you. Step down, brother.
Mr. Brandon Johnson, I'm up here. I am speaking right now, so I would love your undivided attention, please.
Look, he want attention.
I'll wait.
He's gonna be passionate too. Let's see.
So this just proves to you the lack of leadership that you show in this city. You can't even give me straight eye contact. Now, I'm gonna let you know now, the people of Chicago, we're done with you. It is insane how we have been voting Democrat for over 60 plus years, and we've never seen a change from people like you, Lori Lightfoot, Robbie Manuel. It is insane.
Look at me shaking my head like I know what's going on. I don't know shit.
In 2020, it was only 15%. So we're waking up. So you can pretend that this isn't happening, but I know for a fact that you will not have that seat the next election.
You so strong about protecting those aliens, but you won't do nothing for the U.S. citizens. I got a great way how we can what we can do with this budget.
Old lady.
First, let's start with cutting off illegals, getting free everything.
She's back.
Free housing, free schooling, free food. Yeah, let's start with that. That'll save us a lot of money. What, $600 million? Let's start there. Then let's start with your salary. You are going down in history as the worst mayor in America. Let's start with cutting yours. You making too much money. Let's start there. You Democrats, and you remember you told us to defund the police. Remember you ran on that. Remember you was the defund the police. Let's start with that. Let's defund the police detail that you have.
Huh? What you say? What?
And let's put the police back in our neighborhood, because we're not for defunding the police. Won't you just practice what you...
Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Why don't you just practice what you preach? Oh, they went off on him, okay? Under a bus, I don't know where he's at, yo. This if he's under a bus, it's some bus way on the other side of the earth. They did him dirty, they stepped on him. He don't even deserve that complexion. That's how they feel out there. He don't deserve that complexion. They want Trump to come get his ass out of there. They don't think he even have a green card. He don't belong here. He's like the rest of them. Get him out of here. They was very passionate about what they saying. We're not gonna go on with that. That was super dope. I loved to watch it. If you want to dig into that more, you can go ahead and dig into that more. Pause. Okay, we're about to pause it right now too. Hold up. All right, I figure we can maybe end this off with Akademiks. I don't know what he's gonna say, but I do know he's always happy when 50 is on Jim Jones' neck, and when he's on specifically Mano's neck. He loves to just run through the footage and rewind stuff. He does great with it. Let's see how he's hating and doing somebody's dirty today. Let's go. Give me a second. Let me get this right. We gotta be right for this. All right, let's do it.
My own car, okay? Because if the drive-by do happen, at least you be in your own car while you know what it is. So I do think Fab is about to hop out the whips at some point. But if you guys haven't heard the latest, 50 Cent popped online today with a new declaration. He's giving us new news. He posted a video, and it's very interesting. And we hold on, I gotta make sure I see it. He posted a video, and I want you guys to take notice of the date. This is why people don't fuck with 50. Today is February 20th, 2026. If you're a little bit confused, the date here, it actually reads February 19th, 2026. Now I'll read this time for you in case you're confused. It's 2:43 p.m. I want to keep this in mind and also tell you this, and this is why you don't fuck with 50 Cent. So this was posted around, right now it's 3:25 here. This is on East Coast timing. So that would have been 25. So essentially, it was posted 23 hours ago. No, not posted. Sorry. It was recorded. This is a surveillance video. So 23 hours from the time I'm doing this broadcast, this was recorded. I want to show you this here.
Are you the parent of a high school student?
Here. 50 Cent posted this 15 hours ago. Why is that significant? Just a smidge over 7 hours after you're catching your L nobody knows about, or you think nobody knows about, the worst nigga in the world has your L documented and is posting it on Instagram. You don't want to beef with that guy. You don't want to beef with that guy. 7 hours after this was recorded, 50 already was on the gram embarrassing these losers. So let's watch the video in question of what happened.
Let's watch the slander.
Now, let's watch. By the way, W surveillance camera. I love when surveillance cameras have audio. W.
Cut the lights off.
Now, you know me, I'm gonna break this down like it's going out of stop.
Now, we done been through this.
You're gonna hear someone over the audio say, something, cut the lights off.
We want to watch
As
him.
if these guys are already upset that their studio, and by the way, if you don't know, their studio is behind these walls. These two doors connect to a, studio space. The lights have been cut off. The heat have been cut off. And now they show up. The doors and the locks have been changed. This is the video of what happens when you play with 50 and 50 gets your landlord to evict you.
Now, before we even go into that, let me see where we at, because I'm having problems with my shit. I'm just gonna keep it funky. Now, your boy 50, our boy 50, the boy 50, the man 50, it's how man of many hats, right? 50 Cent goes hard on these dudes. Pause. Now, like I said in the other one, Jim Jones is winning. I really do think he's winning. But the problem that 50 Cent can cause is a problem. Now, he's sitting with their damn landlord, creating problems, mischievous stuff that is just crazy. I'm hearing the landlord is getting, carried off the scene by, he's getting escorted off the scene by the authorities. Let's say it, he's getting carried off because doing too much. Now, I don't know what he's getting carried off for, because, it's illegal to sit there and change locks on people. We do have the squatters' rights. So maybe 50 Cent was right about these guys being squatters. That's crazy. That's crazy. If he's right about these guys being squatters, then that's crazy. But besides the squatters' rights, right? Let's just say he's teaming up with 50 to be on some BS, right? So he's telling security to give him the footage. Security is looking like the bad guys, all right? But the security is not the bad guys. It's him. So security is probably getting fired, you know? Hopefully, like I said before, 50 Cent is giving him a job. Security is getting fired, but this guy is the one, he's the mastermind behind all the footage that's being showed online. For all of us to keep talking and making content on, this is what's going on. And imagine 50 sitting on the side of him, okay? I'm gonna give you the visual. 50's, he's right here. He's chilling. He's talking to the dirtbag dude. The dirtbag dude is listening. Then what do? The dirtbag dude goes there. He cuts the light off. Okay. All right, so back to it, right? So he's cutting off the lights. He's cutting off the heat. Okay? He's switching the locks. Lord knows what else he probably did. These dudes probably been wanting to pounce him out, but they didn't pounce him out. They're trying to do things the right way. It hurts to do things the right way, but sometimes you got to do things the right way. You're too old for the BS, right? I understand. So he's doing things the right way, and he's like, yo, you know what? We're not going to beat him up just yet. We're not going to beat him up just yet. We're going to see if we can work with him, but the dude is steady working with 50 Cent. I heard he got carried off the scene. I don't know why. Maybe he was behind the doors that was locked. Maybe he was over there really feeling himself, thinking 50 Cent got his back. You know how it is when you throw battery in somebody's back. No, let's not say battery. You know how it is when you gas someone up. Or you make them feel, I don't know how y'all would say it. You make them feel, bigger than what they are, and you make them feel like you got their back and you're bigger than anything and nothing can happen to you. Okay, cool. That person that's under you get so above himself, so out of his body. Some people get they have out of body experiences from power. And this guy must have had it and got carried off the scene by authorities. Not by dudes, but we don't know if he got his face punctured. We don't know if he's got his face punched. We don't know if he got his back slammed on the floor. We don't know nothing. All we know is he got carried off. That's the word. I'm sticking with it and I'm not changing it. On top of that, like I said, this is what we have. We have Akademiks going crazy. He's getting his, I don't know what you want to call it, his kicks, his rocks off on 50 Cent trying to destroy Jim Jones, but at the same time destroying Mano, which is Akademiks' main target. Anything they do, Ak is on it. Best believe. They was on the show talking about the dude had a jar of relish, eating a jar of relish. After he called Akademiks, it looked like a wet bag of relish. Okay. Now the jokes is going crazy. This is pod wars. This is what I call pod wars. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do. I be on top of the pod wars and everything else, I do everything, but pod wars is something I'm really on because I see how these pods be really flipping out on each other. You got so many of these guys, they're at the top or whatever you want to place them. They're there, right? And they don't like the next one. It's just like rap, damn near. Because they are mad that the other guy is there to even be competition. Could be mad about the skill, mad about the setup, because in pod it's all about the setup, how you got it going, who you got rocking with you, what you doing. Oh man, da 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 da. It's a whole bunch there. It's a lot. It's a lot. But who's the best? To me, I think They all good, but who's the best? In a bit, we're gonna see who's the best. But we don't know who the best is right now, right? No. We're gonna see who's the best. And is it about the best? No, it's about how we receive these people. It could be a bad day. Somebody's good for a bad day. Some podcasters are good for a bad day. Some are good for that lame, smooth, cool day, like certain people albums they talk about is for like yoga. That's not me talking. That's just what I heard. So some people albums and some people podcasts is like that hype feel before you getting dressed to go to a party. You getting ready. You know what I'm saying? That's that type of podcast to get you hype. So and then it's informative at the same time. So you get all of that sometimes from these podcasters. I think they all dope. I get a little bit from each one. I think they all dope. I came here, I was like, oh, this is dope. Hey. And to find out you guys are all warring, it seems like music, because when people was talking about there was interim music, they was like, yo, this is gonna be dope. And then they find out it's not dope. You guys are all against each other. Nobody getting along. Labels are trash. People are getting jerked on their money. It ain't what it is. Same thing with the podcaster. Same thing, man. Only thing, it could be without the strings. You don't have to do the strings. You know what I'm saying? You can actually rock without the strings. You could read between the lines of what I said. But let's keep going.
About like 70 something, he's almost there. Okay? The point is, I do think Jim looks phenomenal for his age. I don't want to that's not where the joke lies for me. So I'm not saying Jim looks crazy. Obviously, Jim is even in way better shape than me at 50, but the internet. And that's the problem with the senior citizens. They act like they still don't get the internet. And those are the funniest people to joke at their expense, because everything everybody gets is like, it's like an internet kind of like, we don't need to explain it. They're like super bothered about, right? Again, I think Jim is in better shape than probably 90% of Americans, period, right? However, it's funny. You look a little built up here, his legs isn't as built. Who gives a fuck? He's bothered by it, just like how Mano is bothered by his age. And with these guys, as tough as they are, this is why we have so many people in prison. If you ever want them to crash out, point at their insecurities over and over again, right? Like, yo, look at you, man. Like, yeah, you built, but why are you skipping leg days? That's what fucks with them. So that's why he was doing the little challenge or whatever. But now those jokes are about to come back, because he's in the project hallways trying to access his studio. Everybody's ready with their, this is how Jim Jones and his homies, pull up to, this is how they pull up to every studio session. Yo, where the camera at? Where the mic? Yo, hey, yo, it's cold in here. Yo, turn the space heat. Oh, they don't let you. Yo, somebody light a blunt. Yo, we need some heat. Yo, where the hell? Yo, so that's really what's going on.
This is the roast session.
The landlord done cut the light. But now the landlord done changed the locks. So Jim is channeling his inner certified gangster. And I like this for him. He's channeling his inner certified gangster. Kicking in doors. You know what I mean? That gangster shit. So what he decided to do is to kick the door in that the landlord has changed the locks on. Let's see if he's successful. He's been working out for decades. Whoa there. This is crazy. You know what my problem is with this? Jim, I got you back, bro. I fuck with you. Even though we had a little run-in and he was like, yo, the internet shit. I think he was talking about 6ix9ine. I'm not talking about your blood affiliations. I don't care about that. I'm just talking about you as a rapper. He's still gonna be mad though. It's okay. I have respect for Jim though. Because Jim, Here's the thing. It's 4 of y'all doing that podcast. Why are you the only nigga kicking the door in? Where is Geo dude? Mano, stop being Angela Yee's bitch for 2 seconds and come help kick the door in, nigga.
Wow.
Yo, Mano.
Wow.
Hey, Chano, could you come help kick the door in? Chano. Chano. Where is Chano? Yo, Fab, put the headband on now. Now we need you to headband on. Fabulous. Put the headband on, the arm sleeve, and yo, Tracy McGrady used to wear the leg sleeve. Put that on. Kick that door in. Where y'all at? I don't like that the senior citizens only let Jim do the dirty work. Why isn't Chano there kicking the door in too? Why not? Why is it only Jim? Huh? They told me, because I tried to do a little research on Mano. They were trying to say some stuff about his street reputation. But I didn't get into that. I said, that's whack 100 territory. I said, y'all got what work? I don't want to hear the work. Don't give me the work. Don't give me the work. But they were like, nah, you know what I mean? Yeah, he did. Yeah, he got some work, but now there's some other stuff too. I'm like, what you mean other stuff? It's not Mano. He's like a slapper and he's like a robber. I'm like, what? They said Mano, if you look at his history, he used to kick in doors. I'm like, yo, this is the perfect time to tap Mano. Chano, come on. Get off of Angela Yee's like lip service podcast, nigga. It's time to do what you do best, nigga. You're in the Hall of Fame of kicking doors in Brooklyn, nigga. Come kick this door in. Chano,
roast
get
session.
over here.
Crazy work.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Respectfully, because this is a Senior Citizen podcast. Have you seen your grandpa or grandfather? Just because, you know, they never know when Alzheimer's gonna kick in. So they got their medication for the week in like this little thing. That's it, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm pretty sure Jim Jones got like a little chart for his workout and his meds. Do y'all think Jim counted this as leg day? This is leg day right here. This is definitely leg day. What? This is leg day. Look at this. What? One more. Oh shit. Now the tenants who actually pay their bills, the tenants who pay their bills come outside to say what's going on. Keep in mind, the nigga who kicked them out owns the building. So the tenants who pay their bills are like, hey, are y'all okay down there? What's up? What up, blood? What up? What up, nigga? What up? What's the problem? Hey, I'm just wondering why y'all are kicking a door in. Like, what's going on? What's going on? What the fuck is, hey, you know what's so funny? Hey, Fab, I loved your first freestyle. I need to hear your bars about this. Fab, if you don't rap about this, you not real. Fab, the last time you gave us a better freestyle, respectfully, than Uncle Murder did for the wrap up. Give us some bars about this. This is how 2026 is started. Kicking in doors to the podcast spot. Holy. Yo, Fab, you got jokes for everything else, Fab. You know what? You know the funny thing is,
if he was gonna do it, he just messed it up.
Like, damn, these niggas broke. Like, oh shit. I thought they said all I had to do was show up. You know, Fab actually rich. Like, damn, these niggas broke. Oh shit. Yo, they're giving him updates like, yo, Fab, yo, I think we kicked the door, but like, it only broke one hinge. We like, this is a super door. It got 3 more. Yo, Fab is like, damn. You know what Fab is like? He looked at the group chat like, oh, word? Okay, all right.
Yo.
All right. Holy shit.
Yo, how long this roast has been? This roast has been a minute now. Let him cook. Let him cook. I'm not saying a word. Okay, I just said something, but I'm not saying a word. Let him cook.
Now, one thing I like about Jim, though, Jim spins everything. So Jim is going to spin this and say, hey, we all know their podcast is really called the Senior Citizen Podcast, right? They try to call it Let's Rap About It.
We don't think that way.
Trust me, they won't want to rap about this one. Chano, you want to rap about this one? Chano don't want to rap about this one. Fab, you want to rap about this one? You want to rap about this one? It's okay.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it.
I think Jim could spin this into he's teaching the YNs. He's teaching the YNs on how to kick in doors. I think, look, this is a good tutorial. The worst part of this video is right here, chat. I'm gonna show you the worst part of the video. The worst part of the video is the guy who's walking with the diplomats. By the way, this is a fire jacket. Please don't bring the diplomat brand into this level of brokenness and poverty. Okay? Wow. Please don't. But this jacket is fire. Okay? This jacket is fire. Wow. Man, this is bad, chat. Holy.
Is this a souffle?
Let me in.
What is he cooking?
Now,
filet mignon.
I'm one of them type of niggas that if you got me in the crew, don't bring me to the kick the door and thing. I'll be the planner. You know, I'll make sure everything goes good. You won't have to test if you skip leg day or not by doing some shit like that. I'll figure it out. So I was thinking about it like this. I'm like, wait, gotta be easier ways. Like, I mean, this is how you get people to call the cops on you. And even though it's your residence, if there's an order to evict you, you'll get arrested because it's technically breaking and entering. But then I thought about it. I said, gotta be many ways to skin a cat. The landlord's probably rich. He's not here all the time. They just want to get in. Like, Jim should just try to pick the lock or some shit like that. Right? But then I thought about it. I said, wait, do you know who we're dealing with here? And I'm talking to myself here. I'm like, what do you mean? So I said to myself, I said, did you forget what Kanye said to you? The nigga, yo, he scammed Kanye for $2 million and he couldn't make a fucking PDF. How the fuck you think he gonna pick a lock? It made sense now. It made sense. Which I was even thinking, I'm like, where the fuck did the $2 million go? How can't you pay rent? How can't you pay rent? This is a good door. I gotta figure out what door this is. Are these Timberlands? I can't see what type of shoes this is.
He said, well, this is a good door.
Hey, let me tell you this, man. The moment I heard that Jim Jones finessed Kanye for $2 million and Kanye asked him to make a PDF and he told Kanye, I don't know how. Well, whoop-de-doo, right?
What's up? What happened?
Damn.
He's using rappers' bars on them. This is crazy.
See right here? If I'm this woman, I go in and lock my door and I call the cops. This violent looking thug, respectfully, is trying to force himself into another adjacent suite or whatever, or loft, and now he's walking up to me. I'm good. So I guess he says, no, it's mine. And I guess she's looking like, so why are you kicking the door in? It's now he does what every nigga does, right? It's like the nigga it's like the niggas on 63rd or the niggas in O Block. Nigga, this is our shit. Brother, you don't own O Block. We know the company who owns it. You're renting. Stop it. It's like a nigga say, yo, y'all can't come to my block. You don't even own the house on the block. You're renting. Calm it down. Relax. So he tells her, nah, this is my property, right? Keep in mind the whole building's owned by one person. Well, okay. White person smart. What?
Okay. He served the meal. He served the meal, definitely. I'm not going to keep it going. We're getting late. I want to shut it down. I think he did fabulous. He did a great job making these guys look bad. Even though I already told you, the landlord got carried off. So these guys are still with it. They could look bad for the meantime. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because you can win a battle, but you can't win the war. Or however it goes, win the war, but you can't. I think it's the way I said it. You know what I'm saying? So it looks like Jim is winning, regardless of what 50 Cent is saying, and regardless of what your boy Ak is saying. But everybody is doing a great job. Nothing but good content for you to put right on out there, right? That's the way I feel. Hopefully everybody feels the same way. No deep-hearted energy, black cloud over you, thinking you'll let me tear this dude head off or whatever you thinking. Keep it to the point where we see it right now. This should be the worst it gets. In the hallway, nice jacket on, representing the team, and these dudes kicking down doors. I'm gonna catch you guys later. Like and subscribe. I'm gonna catch you later on the next one. Thank you.